This video contains the explanation of effect of oxidation reaction in everyday life, and in this video we will discuss about rancidity, the second type of effect. In our previous video we have discussed about the corrosion thing. So this is also from chapter number 1, chemical reaction and equation, and we can say this is the last topic of this chapter. So let's see what rancidity is. When the fats and oils present in food materials get oxidized by the oxygen of air, their oxidation products have unpleasant smell and taste. So see, if you left those food materials which consist of fats and oils in them, and they keep on remaining inside the or attack of the air itself, so after few days, what we will observe that we will be having that those food will be having some unpleasant smell, unpleasant that we are unable to bear. Okay, that smell is considered as unpleasant smell, and also the taste of that material changes. So the condition produced by aerial oxidation of fats and oils in food marked by unpleasant smell and taste is called rancidity, and the same thing which is produced means unpleasant smell and taste by the action of oxygen. This process is known as rancidity. So what rancidity does? It spoils the food materials prepared in fats and oils which have been kept for a considerable time and make them unfit for eating. Okay, if you kept these rancid material or the food materials which are having fats and oils for a very long time under the influence of oxygen, then they will become unfit for eating. You can't just eat them now, because if you will try to eat them, either you will throw them by smelling them, or you can spit them out by the unpleasant taste of those materials there. Okay, so rancidity always spoils the food. So how we can prevent rancidity? So the development of rancidity of food can be prevented or retarded or slowed down in the following process. Okay, there are so many methods by which we can reduce rancidity, or we can slow down the process of rancidity here. Okay, so why fats and oils? Fats and oils have certain types of bonds in them. When oxygen react with them, then those bonds get broken down, and the compound formed from them has some smelling effect. Along with that, some gases will start coming out of those food materials, and this is how their taste changes. See, the most important taste that we can get by adding the ghee, that is food material, that is the fat itself. Okay, if you will add ghee in your food material, then it provide extra taste. But if somehow that get rancidity, or that become rancid, so the taste of that ghee, we are unable to tolerate that. Even it will ruins our vegetables or whatever we are eating then. So the first step for preventing the rancidity is we can use antioxidants. Okay, we can add antioxidant. Antioxidants are those chemicals that prevent the food material to react with oxygen. Okay, so here it is given that these are the substances which prevent oxidation, and these are actually reducing agents. And reducing agents are those that can oxidize others. Okay, so reduce others and oxidize themselves. So if an antioxidant is capable of oxidizing itself, it means it will not allow the food material to get react with the oxygen in the air. So if oxygen is not reacting with the food material, then it will going to prevent the rancidity here. So the two common type of antioxidants that we use for in the food is BHA, that is butylated hydroxyanisole, and BHT, that is butylated hydroxytoluene, and these two compounds prevent the food from rancidity. See the second method, how we can prevent the rancidity of the packaging fats or oils containing foods in nitrogen gas. Okay, we can prevent the if we have to just package our food like the chips that we are eating, those are always inside the packaging itself. So we will fill that packaging with nitrogen gas. And what nitrogen does? When the pack is surrounded by unreactive gas as nitrogen. So nitrogen is considered as unreactive gas because the two atoms of nitrogen is having three bonds to form a molecule of nitrogen. So there is no oxygen to cause its oxidation and make it rancid. So if our food material is surrounded by some gas, so oxygen is unable to reach to the food material, and this is how we can prevent rancidity of the food material here. Since every food material mostly like the chips that are given, that was filled in plastic bags containing nitrogen gas, and other methods that we can use for the retardation means to slow down the process of rancidity. We can keep the food in the refrigerators that we have to do in the summer itself. The next method is we can store the food in airtight containers. See, this is the most important thing. If you keep those your food material like fats and oils and other food materials in airtight containers, it means it has limited supply of oxygen in it, and you are not allowing the oxygen to enter into that container. So if you cut your food material, cut the supply of oxygen, it means that the oxygen is unable to reach your food and you can prevent the rancidity here. And the last method is that by storing food away from light. So you don't have to allow the light to enter or to attack on the food, because in the presence of light, oxidation has taken place at very high rate. So that's why you have to keep the food material away from the light. If light is there, then oxygen react with those food materials with very high rate. So this is how you can prevent the rancidity here, either by using antioxidants, by using some inert gases, or by keeping the food in refrigerators, by keeping the food in airtight containers, or by keeping the food from the light. Okay, this is how we can prevent the rancidity.